But it's been good to know that people like Hemostick and Nidware and these guys have been taking care of business while I've been slacking. Alright, but here we go. Map number 1 is going to be Aerowalk. Of course, the pick of the Aeronauts. And yeah, I don't expect Greco and Greco is gonna pick up the first quad but go down immediately to BPS. I don't expect Greco and Raket to have any shot on this map, but you never know. Maybe they can surprise you. It's BPS with the yellow armor and Locust keeping the red armor safe. Standard QuakeWorld 2-on-2. Naturally, this is 2-on-2 by the way, so it's gonna be a little bit hectic. Who we spectate and so on. There will be a lot of deaths on most maps. Wow, BPS with a nice run there, getting 3 frags in a row before going down. And all the while, Locust was keeping red armor safe, which is just like, as long as you have one guy over at red armor, which is like the most important thing. One guy keeping that area safe, you're golden. And then of course try to run quads. Right, Locust goes down to falling damage. That's always fun to see. BPS and Locust are barricaded and no contest whatsoever for this quad. You never want to let a quad get away this easy. BPS doesn't have a lightning gun, but he has both the mega and a yellow, which is the more than you can ask for on Aerowalk. Surviving this long with a quad. Rough start for Greco and Raket, but kind of expected, I guess. But that is a ballsy shot, using the rocket launcher there instead of the lightning gun. Yeah, getting to see BPS just do his Aerowalk stuff here. Oh, just barely picks up that mega. Survived with 3 HP. I'm also curious what, well, I guess they don't really have a team name in this tournament, which is why they're just the blue team instead of using an actual name. Locust this time with the quad. And a red armor. Oh, the domination early on in this game. Both quads have survived for such a long time that they got... Well, that's a nice lightning gun from Greco, dealing a lot of damage to Locust, but he stays alive. It's gonna be in pretty bad shape here though, now that the quad has run out. And Raket actually in the meantime did pick up that red armor, so that's a good job by Greco and Raket securing the red armor even though the enemy had quad. That's a pretty good job, although it didn't help them too much. Oh, Locust finally goes down, and there you go. That's a quad that I'm used to seeing on Aerowalk. Essentially, Aerowalk, you just don't survive with the quad. So I was surprised to see the first 2 quads survive that long from BPS and Locust. BPS. And as you can imagine, Locust was keeping the red armor safe. He did go down, however, so lost control over red armor for a little bit here. But it's up, and BPS is going to get it after killing an enemy. But goes down. Locust with a fresh mega and the yellow armor. Just needs his lightning gun, because, yeah, you know the lightning gun of Locust. You don't want to mess with that. Nitro says, oh my god, their aim is sick. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the aim of Locusts. Not with BPS either. Oh, good, nice team play by BPS, saving the yellow armor for Locust there to go on a run with the lightning gun and the quad. And allow it to continue. Communication, like, you might not see the untrained eye, I'm not saying you guys in the chat, because most of my viewers are actually QuakeWorld players, of course, but there's a lot of teamwork in 2-on-2 that you don't really know. Did he say anything? No. I saw him typing. There's a lot of teamwork going on. That's a beautiful kill by Locust, by the way. It looks chaotic. It looks like disorganized. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like they're just trying to find an enemy to shoot at. But positioning and who takes what, who does what, communication is key. Like, there's so many things going on that you might not notice. Nice kill from Greco, killing the quad there. Zero in the QTV says that DM2 could be interesting. And yeah, I agree. DM2 could be very interesting between these two teams. BPS is extremely good at DM2 though. And Locust is too. Like Locust, he often gets underestimated on DM2 just because of the fact that he hates the map. But only because he hates the map doesn't mean that he's bad at it, right? OSTX, what's up, dude? Yay, Quake! Yeah, you get to watch some Quake. This is the 2-on-2 Masters tournament with a prize pool of $6,500 US dollars, that is, so not some Canadian dollars or other less value dollars. So US dollars. Hope you're doing well, Andy. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm only slightly disappointed in myself for not streaming enough lately, but that's about it. Just need to stream a little bit more often, and I'm great. But I've had a nice little, I wouldn't say break. I mean, I streamed like a couple of days ago, but just not as often as I've been doing in, well, the last 6 months. Yeah, I've been enjoying life a little bit, playing with the Sudden Death crew, other games, and not only QuakeWorld. Even though I've been playing a little bit of QuakeWorld, I actually played a little bit today against Mur from Brazil. Only two duels or something though. And the other day, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I was playing some 2v2s with BPS against, who was it? I don't even remember who it was against. Me and BPS were playing 2 players anyways. 2 good players. So I've been playing a little bit of QuakeWorld as well. Oh, good idea. Yeah, I'll enable the score after this first game. The score is currently 0-0 though. This is map number 1. And, I mean, frankly, I think most people are expecting Aeronauts, as in BPS, and Locust versus the Unholy Alliance, Milton and Carapace, in the Grand Finals. But we'll have to see. There's a couple of scary teams out there. GT and Mur, which is going to be high ping. They can do some damage. We got Dirtbox and Yeti. They can do some damage. There's Dot and Bulat. There are a couple of really good teams out there. So there's absolutely no guarantee that it's going to be Locust and BPS versus Carapace and Milton in the Grand Finals. And as you can see, this game is super over, which is why, oh my god, look at the amount of frags on Locust. 84 frags compared to the rest. Oh my god, he's getting so many frags here. It's pretty insane to watch. Yeah, and even Flint is going Jeebus. Look at Locust. I think Greco and Raket made a mistake. They kind of pissed Locust off before the game. So before the game, they actually showed up late. And when the game was supposed to start, Greco started a duel against someone. And yeah, Locust was not happy about that. So pissing Locust off before the game is not a good idea. He's gonna turn it on. He's on 96 frags now. Hey, what's up, Blixum, my dude? 96 frags. He's got 46 seconds to make 100. And I bet you he will. Greco getting a few kills here. So Locust is still stuck on 96. Ah, there you go, 97. And he got the red armor. That's huge. 99, he's gonna hit 100 here. There you go. 100 frags for Locust. On arrow walk. Yikers. 102 frags now. I want that skill. Yeah, you don't say, Blixum. I would like that skill as well. Locust, 103 frags. Total score 157 to 149. Let me just fix the scores here quickly. One zero. There we go. And boop. Should be on the screen now. Holy moly. Yeah, what a start for Locust and BPS. 103 frags on arrow walk. Oof. Alright, so I want to see... yeah, okay, so... all the scores going to Locust. How many cells did he hit? 227. BPS hit 90 cells. 227, 87, 59. Look at the amount of cells he hit compared to the other players. 90 cells on BPS, 227. I'm not looking at the LG percentage because Locust spams his lightning gun a lot, like behind, around corners and stuff. He starts pre-firing, so he doesn't really get like insane LG percentage. But so instead I look at the amount of cells that they hit, and as you can see right next to the LG percentage, 90 out of 245 for BPS. 227 hits for Locust. Compare that to Greco, who hit 87 cells, or to Raket, who just hit 59. And as expected, Greco and Raket are gonna pick DM2. This is probably their biggest chance, or their best map against the BPS and Locust. And yeah, this is a map where Locust will not get 103 frags. Carapace says 102 frags on this as well, Locust, or Lockbot as we used to call him. And he says, I'm gonna give it an honest attempt. He's gonna try. He's gonna try. But I very much doubt that we're gonna see... very much doubt that we're gonna see 103 frags here from Locust. Oh, disabling team overlay quickly. Any map without LG. Smart choice against Locust. Yeah, you're right, Higgs. His lightning gun is disgusting. Here we go, map number 2. BPS with the backroom spawn. Greco is gonna rocket jump. He wants the first quad badly, so he's gonna get it as well. And should maybe get a frag. No, he's gonna go for the armor first. Smart choice. He's out of rockets, so he can't do much. Oh, he's gonna get some rockets from his teammate. But that also puts him down. -1. Actually, he got a frag there, so he's fine. Takes a quick lava bath in the hardest jumping Quake. Okay, he's playing the positional game here, making sure that Telly is safe instead of hunting for frags. I can respect that. Oh my god, BPS just hitting so many nails there onto Greco. Greco getting a couple of kills there, and good start for Raket and Greco. Raket getting ready for the next squad, even though Greco had a better stack. Oh, they're gonna trick jump up. Some of that teamwork coming to play. Locust is back here. Raket is eventually gonna hit the rocket, so... Now, Raket is such a hard name for me when it comes to English. because it literally means rocket in Swedish, but I can't, like, it's very hard to say it correctly, that English people, without sounding Swedish. I don't know. No, that's your teammate. I'm trying like racket, like a, you know, racket that you play racquetball with, but it's still wrong. We got Locust. It's gonna rocket jump to get to the quad. BPS is way more stacked though, so we'll probably see a BPS quad. No, Locust is gonna pick it up. Whew. Just barely dodges the rockets there, and made it out alive and into the secret red armor route. So pick up some red armor. Oh, there you can see the well, you can see that Locust isn't that comfortable on DM2. That attack, if you know, it's not easy to pull off even if you're good on DM2. But you can see that he's not used to doing that. Yeah, in Swedish we would say raket with that R, Swedish R, raket. But it kind of sounds Russian or something. I don't know why. I've actually gotten comments whenever I cast him on stream. I say his name as if I were Russian or something, and I'm definitely not. Most definitely not. But here he is with the quad, anyways. And they're still in the lead, 18-5. Oof. Locust. Oh, that's so funny. I'm gonna hop out of racket. So here, Locust was waiting and setting up a trap for racket, but yeah, it didn't work for Locust this time. It's a pretty decent quad run, actually, I gotta say. And they definitely have control over this map, number 2 so far. So we might get to see that DM6 that someone mentioned. Yeah, Blixen, yeah. We might see that DM6. I would assume that if Greco and Raket wins this map, we'll probably see DM4 next. Or CTN, actually. CTN would work as well. Racket going ham here with the quad, killing enemies and teammates alike. Is this the money game? Well, it's the money tournament. Oh my god! Racket was having none of that. He knew that he was gonna die, so he was like, ah, fuck it. What's up, Link, by the way? How are you doing, Grandpa? Just okay? Then I'm sorry for messing with you. Oh, yeah. COVID lockdown. A friend of mine just had a son born yesterday, and the mother is allowed to stay at the hospital, but the dad has to go home because of COVID regulations. So he had to go home and can't be with the mother and his kid. Luckily they're coming home tomorrow though, but still, I can imagine that being a little bit hard. But whatever we can do, I mean, makes sense, right? Like if you're in a hospital, especially at like whatever that's called, nursing, wherever they, you know, give birth and stuff, you don't want to infect other mothers or something like that. Like it makes sense that you need to have regulations, but it's not fun for anybody, and especially if you're having a kid right now, you're not allowed to be with your kid or your beloved. Poor guy, can't be with the screaming kid but has to stay at home and play Quake. Yeah, no, but on a real note, I do believe like the first couple of days you probably want to be with your little miracle. And then you're a couple of weeks in, you're gonna regret it. Or a couple of years even, maybe. Anyways, looking at the game here, Racket and Greco doing a great job here. BPS and Locust are way behind. Actually, only half the frags of the enemy team. So they definitely need to find themselves a really good quad run here from like BPS. BPS is fully capable of having amazing quadruns on DM2. And here we go. He doesn't have any armor though, so he's gonna have to delay this run a little bit. And he's gonna be denied as well. This should be a kill though. Boom, there you go. And a spawn frag as well. Beautiful rocket. Direct hit, just like that. Like exactly what we like to see. Unfortunately, Locust is dying everywhere, and oh, that's a beautiful kill by Racket. A mid-air rocket like that. First one knocked him up into the air, and then the second one hit mid-air. That's one of the beautiful things about the rocket launcher in QuakeWorld. The knockback is so extreme that you can knock people into the air, up into the air, and then hit the second rocket mid-air. Yo, what's up, Predser? How you doing, my fella? Racket with another quad run here. He's gonna go down quickly to BPS though, but they have this one in a bag, I would say. 1.5 minutes remaining, and yeah, Racket and Greco are not afraid of playing defensively if they have to. So we should be looking at a 1-1 score here. As you can see, Locust behind on the frags on DM2. Not his favorite map. He actually hates this map, but he said he was gonna do an honest attempt at getting 100 frags here as well. But it's quite far off. It's only at 9. But Locust is surprisingly good on DM2 in duels, but he might not be as comfortable in 2-on-2 on DM2. I don't know. But he is lagging behind frag-wise anyways. And the quad is not going to be available from BPS. He's trapped down here. He's going to go down here. But Locust somehow found his way to the quad, so he's going to be able to get a couple of frags here perhaps. But there's just not enough time to turn this game around. But maybe get a couple of nice frags before the game is over. 30 seconds to go. Waiting for this red armor, very frustrated that it is not spawning. Nice seeing familiar faces playing when I left the game a decade ago. Well, yeah. We're alive and kicking. Maybe even more so than a decade ago, to be honest. 2011. I would say we're more active now than we were then. There's a lot of things going on, but there you go. Map number 2 goes to Greco and Racket. Let's update the scores here. Boom. And we're going to DM4. Okay, so I was right. I wasn't exactly sure if we were going to see CTN instead of DM4, but DM4 feels like a safe bet for BPS and Locust. Let's have a CS game now on DM4, Link says. Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you? Well, I hope we get to watch some insane lightning gun from Locust. That's what I want to see. I know that Nitro enjoys watching the aim of Locust. This will be fun. Alright, straight into it. Map number 3. CS like Link and me, Blixum says. Yeah. So it looks like Team Overlay is default on this server. So before every game they have to turn it off, because neither team wants to play with it. Here we go. Locust is gonna get a pretty bad spawn. So is BPS. So the worst spawn imaginable for BPS and Locust. Good news for Team Racket and Greco, but then again, Locust gets the first frag onto Greco, and they immediately take back control here. Well, somewhat. Yeah. I would say control is established. Red armor has spawned. Let's see if BPS is gonna get it. Yeah, he is. Oh, that was so close to being a double frag. BPS still doesn't have a lightning gun, by the way. He's playing this without the lightning gun. There we go. Alright, Greco got a kill on Locust, but he's gonna need way more than that. BPS and Locust now currently in perfect control of the M4. This is where BPS would type DM4 safe. He does that sometimes when he feels that control has been established. We get to see Locust a little bit here. Let's see if he can hit any cells. Pretty sure that he can. I wonder if Hemosticks is in the chat, by the way. I would like to mod him, but maybe it's just watching over QTV. I'm not sure. Look at that lightning gun, by the way. He's so good at tracking. So there are many ways to use the lightning gun in QuakeWorld. People that have really high sensitivities, they tend to track with their movement keys instead. So you kind of keep your lightning gun stable, and then you just move left and right to kind of aim instead of using your mouse and wrist too much. So that is one way to aim. However, Locust, the tracking that he does with the lightning gun is so impressive. And he's actually playing on pretty high sensitivity, but somehow he makes it work. And his tracking is just insane. So close to hitting BPS with that rocket. But pay close attention to it sometimes when we get to see him here. See how he tracks instead of aiming with the movement keys. Alright, Raket getting a little bit of control over the mid area here, or the big room, but immediately loses it to BPS and Locust. Doing a respectable job here, though. The frags aren't too out of hand just yet. Of course, DM4 is a map with a lot of frags. Even though the frags are 40-8 currently, that does not mean it's game over. Look at that lightning gun, dude. Oh, perfect boomstick. And then Locust with the well-earned red armor spawn. Yeah, normally it's not GG, but against BPS and Locust, it might be. It's not two players that can turn a DM4 game around against that very easily. They're pretty good at keeping the scores. Keep getting a even higher score differential. Hey, what's up, Alice? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you missed DMT, yeah. True. Greco and Raket actually managed to win that DMT. And Locust didn't get 100 frags. He got 100 frags on Arrowwall. 103 to be exact. It's a pretty insane score. Oh, Greco with the shaky lightning gun, but it's enough to kill people. Pick up 6 cells there, so he has a few cells. Oh no, he got distracted and didn't know who to shoot. Auto track is an interesting thing. So I'm just allowing auto track to spectate whoever it wants to, and sometimes I don't really agree with it. but I'm not sure what the exact algorithm is, and of like who he chooses to spectate. But sometimes it's like it gets stuck on like a 0-100 boomstick for no reason whatsoever. Not sure why. Look at that lightning gun, dudes. Why don't I have that? Even Frost would be even Frost is impressed, I'm sure. And Frost is a freaking god at DMM4. Especially Pav. GT Mur versus BPS and Locust is going to be interesting. Well, Blixen, I think GT and Mur has to beat Dirtbox and Yeti first, don't they? And that's not an easy team to beat either. Dirtbox and Yeti on high ping are extremely strong. So definitely don't count them out. You never heard of Frost? He's a Brazilian living in Dubai. Maybe that's why. He's in the stream right now, I think. Melkor, wanna make some noise? Let him know who you are. Yeah, compare that lightning gun, by the way, from Greco right then to what we've been seeing from Locust. It's a little bit different. Yeah, that is Frost. Melkor equals Frost. Yeah, he's extremely good at DMM4, especially Pav. But I saw he lost a few Pavs against Mur earlier today. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. Rafar PM. Oh, I think BPS just hit a very nice mid-air rocket, by the way. It was kind of hard to see because looking at the scores, Locust is in the lead. BPS not too far behind though. Raket and Greco quite far behind. But I've seen worse on DM4. I've seen crazier scores than this. In EU, I think Bulat almost never lost. I think that's a little bit more of a myth than an actual fact. But yeah, Bulat is also very strong. It has everything to do with like who you're playing up against, you know. If you're playing a bad player, you can hit like 50 plus LG percentage and you'll never lose. But if you play the real good players, it's a little bit harder. But I mean, that goes for everyone, of course. That goes for Frost as well. I would like to see Frost versus Bulat though. That could be cool. Maybe a show match on Pop DMM4. And they actually don't like Dubai and Ufa. Like if we had a really good server somewhere, they could get decent pings. That could be pretty cool. But I don't know if the servers are there. You can see Raket just waiting in here. In the mega room. Just waiting for this game to be over pretty much. As we get to see Locust a little bit more. You can never have enough of Locust on this map. Or any other map with a lightning gun. But if he's gonna do that, then yeah, okay. We'll watch BPS instead. It's annoying when people have so many nicknames, but yeah, Koopa, Frost, or Melkor, choose one. Pick one, and that's the player. As we see DM4 coming to an end here, 145 to 47 brings us to a 2-1 lead for BPS and Locust. And a match point, of course. It's not the Irish Koopa, no, it's a Brazilian who now lives in Dubai. Locust on 84 frags here, didn't go to 100, didn't get to 100 here. And yeah, I would expect DM6, and so does Locust. He's like 6 question mark. Memorial. Wait, that's not how you spell that, is it? Memorial? No, it's not. Well, they can't do DM2. I think. Excuse me, boys. Just getting myself a snooze while we wait. Stick around, by the way. After the game, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the wiki and also Organ Grinder that's coming up. So don't go anywhere. I'll go through it quickly and explain the concept, because it's a really cool thing coming up as well. I'm not sure about the rules, but I don't think that they can pick DMT once again, but I wouldn't be too... I don't actually know. Probably says on the wiki, though, so... Each map can be played only one time in any match. Okay, yeah, they can't play DM2 again. I guess they're just messing around because Greco had to pee as well. It's kind of funny how they do everything they can to piss Locust off. Locust has a short temper, you guys should know that. His temper is not to be messed with. And they showed up late for this game in the first place. And now they're delaying it. First, Raket went to pee, right? And then he waited for Greco to come back. No, and then Greco waited for Raket to come back. And then Greco went to pee. And like all of these things are going to piss Locust off. And I'm expecting some nasty comment here from Locust any second now. He's a great guy though, Locust, but when it comes to QuakeWorld, he has a very short temper. Well, okay, a question mark. Maybe they live together. And now Raket went AFK, by the way, and Greco is back. Alright, so, like we expected, chat, we're gonna get... yeah. We're gonna get a DM6, and, well, Greco and Raket definitely have a chance in this map. It's not as extreme as, you know, DM4 or Aerowalk, for example. There is a lightning gun, of course, but yeah. But the lightning gun is a little bit harder to obtain on this map. So if they get control over the big area and deny that lightning gun from Locust over and over, that's how they win this. But we do have match point for BPS and Locust. So if they win this, it's all over. And they will move on to face either GT and Mer or Dirtbox and Yeti. And that's an amazing game that I don't want to miss. And once again, they had to turn off team overlay. Alright, here we go. Potentially the last map of this series. Locust gets the red, Racket gets the first mega. This, I'm thinking this is probably gonna be a slower map, but oh no, they gave Locust the lightning gun. It took him 12 seconds to get one. Oh, he actually goes down, so okay, he's dead. Locust is down. Racket is gonna rocket jump up to the red armor, so pretty decent start here actually. Oh, that was a lightning gun pack. Thank you very much, says Racket. Racket, god damn it. That name. He's just camping here over at red. Excuse me. Just say rocket, yeah. It's kind of what I have to do, right? And we see BPS and Locust just like that take over control over the red armor area. BPS has a lightning gun. Does Locust have one? Yep. Oh, but Locust is gonna lose this fight actually against Racket. Just pronounced like you usually do. Raket. 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 It sounds Russian. I don't know why. Like, someone told me that I sound Russian when I say racket, right? And because of that fact, I can't unhear it. Now I hear it in my head. I'm so conscious of how I say the name. And I agree, it sounds Russian. And I can't unhear it. Raket, raket. It's like Privyet, raket. Raketal. This is a close start to this game though. BPS and Locust now in control over red though. So they both have a red armor. They have lightning guns. What is Team Blue doing? Or Team Raket? Raket. Oh my god, Twitch wants to ban Bliat as well. Bliat. Bliat. Do we have any mods in the chat? Oh, I need to mod more people, I feel like. I don't want to tab out. Alright guys, it's gonna freeze for a very quick second. I don't want OSTX to get banned. Sorry, it's gonna freeze. And there we go, we're back. Sorry about that. I guess Twitch speaks Russian. Because they didn't want you to say bliet. It's not your fault, it's just that I'm required to use the security setting as a partner on Twitch. So I need to have this setting, but that means that some words are gonna be banned, and I need either myself or a mod to allow things. Otherwise, you're gonna get timed out or banned, and we don't want that. Yeah, Max Power speaks Russian, so it's probably funny for him to listen to this. Bliet raket. Suka. Okay, I should stop swearing in Russian. It's about the the extent of my knowledge. Nice positional player from BPS, and they know exactly what to do here. Oh my god! You guys have to stop! Sharmota is not... That's actually... So... Doesn't speak Arabic, I guess. Maybe if you typed it in Arabic as well, and not in like... in Cyrillic. Now... Oh, I have to tab out once again. Salmon is about to get banned, but I have to allow it. There you go. Boom. I guess Twitch speaks Polish as well. Yeah. And would you be so kind and stop with the swear words, because I don't have any mod around. Oh, that they allowed that link? Okay. So weird. Yeah, I just hate tabbing out because that freezes the game. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind. All right, so I guess Twitch does not speak Swedish or Norwegian, or any of the Nordic languages. Twitch becoming anti-QuakeWorld, yeah, indeed. Type out swear word. It would be funny if that was banned. Insert swear word here. Illuminati. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not commenting on the game too much. We see BPS and Locust just doing a really good job here. BPS with the rocket jump here, trying to get to the red armor. It's about to spawn in 2 seconds. And he's going to secure it before it spawns. Perfect timing. He's going to save the... That was an inch away from losing that red armor. But yeah, so it doesn't look like BPS and Locust are gonna stop being in control of this map. Right, and just as I say that, Raket, of course, gets a red armor. But they have 3 minutes to make up for a lot of frags. What are the odds that red can come back? Well, there is no red team. So absolutely zero. Maybe that's the joke. Maybe I'm just dumb. Yeah, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to. You don't want to come from here to just line up for Locust. You could stand still here and just like, yeah. You don't want to do that against Locust. If you think about it, Locust's lightning gun is pretty much like a rail gun because of how much damage it deals. Oh, red score up top. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is right. So I am dumb. I was right. I am dumb. I'm sorry. My bad. Well, the odds of the red team up top, or Team Blue as they're called, is absolutely zero. 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining, and this means that Locust and BPS will move on to the next round against either GT and or Dirtbox and Yeti. But they did lose one map, and other teams are going to pick up on this. They do seem to be somewhat weak on DM2. And yeah, other teams might exploit that. Well, they should at least. I mean, should always try to win whichever map the other team is the weakest on. Yeah, Locust is not gonna leave or let Greco and Raket take control over this red armor anytime soon. He's gonna run out of cells here almost though. 3 cells left. Which means he might lose this fight. Oh, he just barely hit that last rocket. But don't go anywhere, guys. I'll go through a couple of things after this that I want to showcase to you guys. So don't leave the stream after these games are over. But for now, we're going to say congratulations to BPS and Locust. Kind of expected that they were going to move on, and there you go. Locust dropped. He didn't even give a GG. No GG from Locust. He was not happy about this, eh? But yeah, final score 3-1. Let's leave the server now. Actually, first, let's do last scores. This will be on YouTube, so we might as well show this. First map was an arrow walk, 157-49. Complete dominance, of course. Locust reached 103 frags on that map. That was a very impressive showing from Locust. Second map was DM2. Which Team Blue or Raket and Greco actually won 56-34. And then of course we saw DM4 145-47 and now DM6 106-29. So let's leave the server. Let's swap to this. Alright, so I do want to talk about something here. First of all, I want to show you guys the beautiful wiki that we're working on for QuakeWorld. We want everyone to be able to just get on the wiki and find any player out there. So of course we had Drax open here from earlier. You can read a lot about him. The idea is to be able to just go into here and search for a player. You can see whoever it is and get some information on them. Look at BPS looking all angry. This is from QuakeCon 2016, I believe. Yeah, and then you can read about the players and their achievements. BPS has quite the list here. Holy moly. That's a lot of tournaments. What does Locktar say? Also has a pretty hefty list of achievements. But yeah, what I want to show you guys is the main page. So if you click this, or if you go to the main page of the wiki, this is new. Big shout out to BPS for this, and to Dope Skills and everybody else involved in the wiki. This front page is so amazing. Of course, you got all the help for new players here on the left. And then you can it's so easy to navigate to the different tournaments. You can see what tournaments are ongoing, and you can just find them so easily. You can see recently completed tournaments, and see how they went. It's so easy to navigate. This makes it so easy. So go to quakeworld.nu/wiki and bookmark that shit. It's so good for the QuakeWorld scene to have a working wiki and one that is easy to navigate as well. Of course, you have the regular things here, but this is the part that I like the most, the tournament stuff. I love that. Now, the organ grinder, or not the organ grinder, just organ grinder. This is a concept that Jahar came up with and the rest of the Tasty Spleen staff. And it's an amazing concept. Imagine UFC. I'm sure a lot of you guys watch UFC. Imagine that, but in shooters, arena shooters. So it's going to be pretty much any game on the planet that has a good spectating mode, a good way to spectate games. So QuakeWorld, Quake 2, Quake 3, even Quake 4, even, all the games, if they get a good spectating going for Painkiller, but Diabolical, maybe Reflex, there's a Warsaw or Warfork rather. There's a lot of games, and Doom, of course, not to forget Doom. and I'm forgetting more. Like there's like 15 different titles to choose between. But the idea is that once every month we're gonna have 7 games in 7 different titles. So hopefully every month we'll have one QuakeWorld game in that UFC event or Arena FPS event or Organ Grinder event, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully every month we have a QuakeWorld featured on QuakeWorld game featured. And what you do is you challenge an opponent, pretty much like you do in UFC. So if you have a grudge against another player in QuakeWorld, for example, you just ask that person, yo, you down to, you want to fight? You know? You want to go? And then you both fill in a form that's been spammed everywhere. And you both fill that in and you've applied. And if you're lucky, it's you'll get picked. It's pretty much first come, first serve. So if you have someone to play against, you better do it quick. You better challenge him quick. And then the format is that both players get paid. So we're gonna have like every single time people are gonna be paid. So 75% of the prize money goes to the winner and 25% to the loser. So just getting in gets you paid, which is, I mean, I see no reason not to challenge someone, right? Yeah, Jahar is Dana White. You're absolutely right. Jahar probably pays the combatants more money. Combatants. Yep. Having a grudge is not mandatory, of course not. You just have to find someone who's willing to play against you. Someone you can challenge. You can challenge your best friend for all I care. Not everybody in the UFC hate each other either. Like, there's respect. Mutual respect very often. Of course, Conor McGregor can, get things going sometimes, but it's all show. What if you don't get selected? Well, try next month and try to be quicker on the ball, I guess. Yeah. So just try to be quick with that, with filling out the form. And speaking about the form, maybe I can show that to you as well. Give me a second. Let me just find it. I had it here. In the meantime, let's get some music back on here. Get so quiet without. Here we go. Okay, I found it. Alright. So this is what the challenge sheet looks like. It's been spammed everywhere. And so you now, of course, my Firefox is in Swedish, so it might look a little bit weird, but yeah, you just fill this in. Game of choice, you can see here, there's a lot of games. Doom 2, QuakeWorld, not the Doom 2, CPMA, Quake Live, Quake 4, Quake Champions, Diabolical, Doombringer, Warfork, Reflex, and you can also choose other games, as long as there's a good way to spectate that. You choose your preferred map, and then oh yeah, this is also huge. Like, this is gonna be a professional production, which is very important to know. This is a professional production. This is no joke. Like, this is yeah, no joke. So how it goes is that the first week of each month, 1 week is gonna be the signups. So immediately after the first one finishes on the 6th of March, the signups begin again. And the signups are open right now, by the way, so you can sign up. Just find someone to challenge, right? And then the next 3 weeks are gonna be spent building the event, right? Just pretty much like UFC, like it's an event, right? But you have to be willing to provide something for the production to work with. As it says here, I will be willing to provide a short sell video, photo, or equivalent avatar and other assets required by production. So this is important to hype the game, the matchup, create assets, and that's gonna be over a 3-week span. And then on the last day, of course, we have the actual event. So 1 week for signups, 3 weeks for production, and then the final event, and then it restarts, and you keep going, and that's gonna go on for the foreseeable future. And I think it's an amazing event. It's gonna bring more attention to all the different games. We're gonna have so much different talent on there as well. We're gonna have so many different casters. Of course, I will be doing QuakeWorld with Jahar most likely. But we might see other talent in there as well from QuakeWorld. We might see Hemostix. We might see somebody else. We'll have to see about that. But and then we're gonna have different casters for different games, of course, and it's gonna bring attention to all the different games. And all these players from Quake Champions, Diabolical, all those titles, right? They're gonna get a chance to see some high quality QuakeWorld as well, which is amazing for our scene. It's amazing for their scene. It's amazing for everyone. And the fact that you can sign up, find a buddy, challenge that guy, fill out this sheet, and if you're fast enough and if you get picked, you'll get paid. Even if you lose, you get paid. And it doesn't even have to be like a duel on the traditional maps. So you can like map of choice here, right? Of course, it's subject to admin approval. It has to be a map that works for duels, right? But you can choose anything here. Like, could be, well, Frost. You could, if Frost is still in the chat, he could, do POV DMM4, whatever. BPS was considering challenging Carapace to Old Krat. It could be something stupid like that. Rio versus Neo, yeah. BPS should sign them up. No, but yeah, that's the thing, right? And if you're quick and you get picked, next step, yeah. And then you just you get paid. So amazing event. It's basically UFC in the arena FPS world. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. So check that out, and make sure that when it happens, the first event will be on the 6th of March. Make sure to tune into that, because hopefully we'll see QuakeWorld, and we'll see other titles as well. And maybe some familiar faces and a lot of viewers. So that's gonna be amazing. So yeah, those are the two things that I want you guys to check out: the organ grinder, and find a buddy, sign up. We need more QuakeWorld players to sign up for this, to put some pressure on the event, to get QuakeWorld in there. I mean, QuakeWorld is already in there, but the more the merrier. And also check out the wiki, this new front page. It is so beautiful. It's so easy to navigate. It's so easy to see what's going on, and what's upcoming, and so on. So those two things, make sure to check those out. And speaking of, this was Money for Nothing and Gibbs for Free, or the 2-on-2 Champions, whatever you want to call it, with a $6.5 thousand prize pool. And now we saw BPS and Locust, of course, beat greco&raket. I really want to see this game. GT and Mur versus Dirtbox and Yeti, to see who goes up against BPS and Locust next. This one will also be a good one, I believe. Dot versus Bullet and Diki. Dot and Bullet versus Diki and Creature. I do feel, however, whoever beats them will not stand a chance against the Unholy Alliance. There are some pretty good lower bracket games coming up as well. Xero and Hollow versus MM and Shaka. That could be a very good one. I am curious about this Brazilian team, considering that they beat Mac and Nigve. That's interesting. BPS, by the way, if you're watching the stream, Is this VVD's work? My OCD on this. Ugh. Ugh. Burn and Kip versus Billy and Glad could also be a very good game. And this is going to be interesting to follow as well. Blooddog, now that he plays with Bogo Joker, they could make a run through this entire lower bracket. I'm not going to lie. They could go through everyone. I think they definitely beat whoever wins between these two teams. Then they're up against Greco and Raket, and that could be a very interesting game as well. And I don't think that, well, there's going to be one entry here, of course. But yeah, Blooddog and Bogo Joker could go very far now that Blooddog has a teammate. So yeah, a lot of interesting upcoming games in this tournament. Also a quick word about ST Cup. Get on the servers. Fixed. Let me update. And let's go to Money for Nothing. Gives for free. Let me check that. Boom. Hey. BPS the wizard. Do you take me for a conjurer of cheap tricks? Anyways, yeah, I was gonna say, last but not least, check out the ST Cup number 2 and compete in it. Get on a server or just go to the wiki, check this out, read how to compete, this part, and get on it. It's a real fun game mode, and you have a chance to win $100 for almost no effort whatsoever. So check this out and please compete. There's gonna be a current leaderboard. There's a lot more players playing, but I haven't received their demos yet. But these are the already submitted demos. Of course, if you send me a demo, that's not like the final demo. You can keep trying to improve your score, and if you do improve your score, you can send me the new demo, and I'll replace the old one. It's that easy. Yeah, Yeti's on the board. He's second right now. He was in the lead, by the way, earlier, but Bogo Joker overtook him earlier this morning. But yeah, there's a lot more players playing. I do want to ask everyone, if you do play, do send me your best attempt for the night. I'll add you to the list, and then you can continue and try to do better the next night. And if you do get a better score, just send me the demo. I'll replace the old one. I'll update the wiki and put you in the correct spot. Yeah, this is a really fun zero effort thing that you can do, and it's surprisingly fun and relaxing to play Bloodfest. I do want to say though, if you're gonna play this, to avoid crashes, download the latest Eastquake version, the Alpha 5, I believe it is, or Alpha 6 of 3.6, because that helps reduce the amount of crashes. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of issues with crashes, but I think they should be resolved if you update your Eastquake. But yeah, $100 for not doing anything but having a little bit fun in Bloodfest. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. So yeah, check out the wiki, check out Organ Grinder, and find someone to challenge. Fill in the form, and get yourself a PayPal account. Click yep. All right, that's gonna do it for the shoutouts. And apart from that, congratulations to bps&locust, of course. As expected, moving on to the next round. No surprises. They might want to practice a little bit of DM2 though. That might be the one thing they need to do if they're gonna go up against the biggest of boys. When is the next round? Whenever they schedule it. I do want to catch. Let me see if it's already been scheduled. I talked to Mur earlier, and he wanted to schedule his game, or their game, against Dirtbox and Yeti, but they hadn't managed to do so just yet. scheduled games. So we have a couple. So we got Shaka versus Xero and Hollow on Tuesday. So tomorrow. That's the only scheduled game thus far. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for now. Was great to stream a little bit again. I hope I'll be catching way more games. There's a lot of interesting games coming up now, so I do want to catch those and stream more. It's been fun to play some of the games and so on, some Dota, hang out with friends and whatnot. Respect the taco, yo. But I'll be back to streaming as much as I did in the latter part of 2020. I'll keep doing that. It's a working concept. Alright guys, have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and sleep well, or have a good day if you're North American. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, boys.